So I'm deciding to walk from a different location, and this is going to be a quick one, I hope. I call this one Lamentations. So we got Jeremiah. He's a prophet, sent to this town to let them know that God is warning the people that they're pretty much going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Because they committed all types of sin, right? And God says, you got to go to this town, Jeremiah. And Jeremiah is like, but why? Why do I have to go there? I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. And the prophet just whines about it. And he goes through his trials and tribulations. I guess he goes thrown to jail and no one believes him. That, they have to straighten up. And then Jeremiah has a continuing book called Lamentations. And the thing about Jeremiah and myself, we're crybabies. We cry, we whine, complain. Like, whoa, it's me the whole time. Even though deep down inside we have a nice deep faith in God. That's what I've been doing. I've been crying out. I know I've been putting it out there in public for everyone, but it's like another way of me crying out to God. Yeah, he understands. I hope he understands that I understand that these are my feelings. And I know, like, this is crazy because I just had this epiphany that, I only do go online when I'm sad, when I'm tortured, when I'm going through it. Let this be my testimony, I guess, because every time that I am tortured, hurting, pain, sorrowed, I look for God. The nicest thing, I did change that person's name because it just reminded me of why I do the things I do. 1 John 4:19. We love because he loved us first. I think that's my Bible verse. Because, well, at least I think it's the NIV version. Those are the words. So don't ask me for the King James version, because if it aren't those words, then I don't know it. But we love because he loved us first. So let me cry out some more laments. So as I'm crashing, the high is real. The dopamine fix is real. This person brings me a high that actually, if she was present all the time, it would be real. It wouldn't be, a dopamine fix, because I think everything is real. Like I said, I guess I've been through so much horror, pain, and whatnot that it's easier for me to deal with the loss and think it's fake and think it's just, then believe that for a moment something is real and it's happy and it's pure and it is what it is. So as I crash from my high, everything hurts. Because I see a mirror in this person. And it sucks. It sucks horribly. Because before, he doesn't even know it. But he shows me things that triggers me, or things happen that trigger me. And that means I have a wound. I have many wounds. I used to be proud of my supposed scars, but I have many wounds then, because I have many scars. Many wounds, many scars that have not killed me. And even though I believe I'm thriving and all that good stuff, and I'm going above and beyond, am I really living? Because sometimes thriving isn't always living, you know? I want to savor the moment and stuff. And I want to slow things down. But what do? I keep up. I push harder. Look for the next step. There's obvious a scapegoat from my reality. I cry when I call out for God every single time. I have no shame in that. There isn't a prayer or a night I go without not crying. And I start off asking Him to wipe my tears. You know? I am that person where you see in public smiling and talking to everyone, having a good old jolly time. But deep down inside the confines of my home and in my heart, I'm lost. I'm angry. I'm suffering. And yes, I work out in order to take away and decentralize my emotions, my feelings, the people that caused it, everything, decentralize it. If I'm focused on the exercise, I'm focused on the physical gains, I'm focused on perfecting my form, focused on pushing my limits. What time do I have to deal with my emotions, my feelings, my sorrows? Because that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work. I thought I was getting into a nice place where I thought was like, we could hang out, and it hurt. Well, it's Tuesday. Monday was bad. Tuesday's just as bad. I think I got 2 more days of this bullshit. Excuse my French. Or until I get a quick fix somewhere else. I sometimes wonder, is it really him, or the simple fact that there is someone there? Can anyone else fill the void, if applicable? Nope. Quick story, I'm going to shout out some people. You're not going to like it. I have no interest in other people. Ooh. Coloring outfits. Gold. That's awesome. Okay. So, inhaled paint fumes. But anyway, I'm not interested in other people. I get compliments. Okay, that's nice. That's about it. I have no care to go anymore. I don't have a care to extend than a mere hello, goodbye, hope you are well. The very superficial stuff. I do not care to ignite a passionate affair with anybody else. Nope. I have no interest. Someone tried to invite me to be like, oh, let me get you ice cream and then let me come over. What? Keep it up, all of a sudden I'm going to have a new address. Move the hell right out. Don't think I wouldn't sell the house right underneath me so no one can find me. Don't act like the thought hasn't approached me where I could just leave everything behind, burn it to a crisp, and just have me and my dog. At this point, I'm not interested. The person's cool. We talk and BS. And it's good with the gift of gab. So am I. But I have no interest. The only people I really talk to is my old friends from online that have never met me in person, but know my heart better than myself sometimes. Talk to a few coworkers. The stories I tell to them is less and less each time. But there is a respect, right? Because they brought some wisdom into my life. And reassurance. Remember, I don't have a female role model that's much older than me, except for the ones I've met through work. And I see them. And they're much older than me. Hey, one of them is about 15 years older than me, and I admire her a lot. More than she expects. She's taught me some life lessons that, I think I would have taken, not really looked at. A perception I would have not looked at. I have a lot to learn. But so far, I'm using the Bible to guide me and to, open these moments of epiphany. But he holds a mirror. He holds a mirror where he does something and it triggers me, and then I realize, damn. It's a moment where money was involved. So I might assume it might be taking advantage of me. And I realized that I was holding on to this money, and I have a serious relationship issue with money too, But at the end of the day, I'm not going to get married to it. It's not going to get buried with me. So, and I wanted to stop talking to this person over money. And because money does create problems. But why did I do that? It's because I have an ill relationship with money. Because even in the Bible it says if you have, you give to the ones in need, right? You're supposed to maybe give up your last dollar for the unfortunate, because even God said it, that the rich for the rich it's going to be hard for them to go to heaven. You have a better chance getting a camel to get through the eye of a needle. Don't quote me where that book was, but it was said. realized I quoted some things wrong. I quoted the story about the gifts wrong. It was a king that said all those things with the talents and the gift in the bank. And go back to prior videos if you know what I'm talking about. But the point is that my vulnerability is my flaw as well. For I'm emotionally unavailable. Come to find out.
That's awesome. Not your first time?
Not my first time.
Oh, wow.
It's the first time for everything. My man's a furry in the background. That's what happens. But so basically, I realized I'm personally emotionally unavailable.
Yes, there is.
I think I had mentioned that before. And that also explains my feelings on, like, I don't have any tendencies to care and have no care to meet anybody or care to share any more information. Because you know what I realized that was really upsetting to me? That people get to know me not because they've asked to get to know me, by asking questions about me. They were told. I told them details of my life. I told them my feelings, my stories, my things. No one asked. No one asks. That the simple how are yous are that simple how are yous. That how are you feeling are not really asked. Till I was asked, and I'm like, is there a difference? Someone said yes. They want to get deeper. And it confused me because it's another emotional, unavailable person, because if I regurgitate the question back, I never get an answer. I'm left unread. I'm left wondering, pondering, assuming. But I get it. They don't want to talk about it. Little do they know that you have a top-tier survivalist here who's read the room for years, can read the room, can tell who's lying. Especially when I get to know you. I know what's a lie now. And your mannerisms, your patterns, the look of sincerity versus the look of a lie. The tone of the voice when it's reality versus the figment of your imagination. The pause is taken. The look of surprise when you're exposed. It's patterns, it's human nature, it's reading the room. Looking at the world from a little jail cell window in comparison to a full-grown one. So I cry a lot. It's my way of sharing and exposing emotions that have nowhere to go. No shoulder to put on. Not even my dog stays long enough to hear me cry. So I cry out here. So no one's around, you know. hear the story after the fact. After the fact, I've realized things. After the fact of digesting it, processing it, in the middle of moving on. The middle of getting to the next level of the healing process. I'm far from it. As I break down more and more crap, I see more confused than anything else. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's cheaper to talk online and put a video out and exposing what an ass I could be, or how I have things asked backwards about life, people, everything I've learned has been a lie. It's cheaper than therapy. Taking a hike and crying it out and calling out for God in the middle of the forest is cheaper than the copay on therapy. Running away to foreign lands, doing things, excursions and whatnot, being part of a picture and smiling is cheaper than therapy. Realizing that you know everything is wrong with you, but somehow you still manage to sabotage it. It's cheaper than going to therapy, because by the time the therapist figures it out, you're already 10 steps ahead. And plus, if they finally figure it out, it's already too late because they just confirmed all the things I've already thought. So there's a void in my heart that God only fills. And I run to Him every single time, reminded by my dog. Oh, there's another dog, that's why. Yep, the cars are coming. Could have jaywalked. So, I cry. I'm vulnerable. I have my ugly moments online when I should be more private about it. I have no F's to give. Will I see anybody on the Facebook? Maybe yes, maybe no. Will I give 2 F's? Did you understand how to deal with me? Maybe not. The ones who know how to deal with me know how to talk to me. They've been ghosts in my life. Maybe even figment of my imagination. No, they're not completely. Although I picture them as people. You know? Mr. Little, Eric. Unfortunately, he's taken on an unwanted task of hearing me vent my soap operas to him. Mini romantic moments of thought processes that lead to God always loves you, Deb. God has so many blessings for you, Deb. The God, you surrender to God and God will lead the way for you, Deb. He's one of the people that believes that this other person will return to my life and rescue me. I wish. It's not that I need rescuing. Unfortunately, I've become self-sufficient to the point where, do I really need somebody? Yes, I do. I want somebody. But I have God. Better than anything the human race can provide for me at this moment. A man said to me, Deb, I'm really proud of you. As a woman, you know how to hold yourself down. You don't really need a man to take care of you. But who said I didn't want that? However, It's about the man's capacity of holding me down. And it's not about finances. It's not about finances. Maybe that's what's complex. But the choices I've made is based on the potential capacity that these people have, but their lack of capacity is what brings their end of the relationship. And here I find myself in a situation where the person is definitely incapable and unavailable to hold me. And it's easy for me because I have the space and the capacity to hold them. But do I? My feelings and my actions are genuine, and I don't know how to behave any other way. So even if I do this walk, and I'm doing actually great timing on it, I'm probably gonna run when I get home. I want to lift weights. I want to punch something. I want to bash it in. I have feelings that want to scream out, but I hold my tongue and I clench my fists and put them in my pockets. Because it's not a rage against the world. No, I'm angry at me. You know. The supposed control that everyone thinks I have is not really there. Okay, I got a red light, so. That's why I go to work and I stay long hours. I want to be so close to home. I want to curl up in my bed. I wish I could cry myself to sleep. It's so bad that I feel myself sobbing. My heart hurts as if it's been sobbing all day. All of a sudden my breath quivers as if I've been crying, but there's no tears. I guess my soul has been crying. A little bit of me dies. I'm ungrateful. I must be ungrateful. Because as I was telling my friend, this person, God has blessed me with so many little things. I've been trying to do better. I am grateful to be woken up. Kind of sad to wake up because what is there to look forward to but the emptiness of a paycheck? Emptiness of a joke, of a storyline that I tell to see someone laugh. To post a video of my sorrows so maybe somebody can relate and be like, at least I'm not alone. But sorry, I don't care about you. because that's how the world has left me. With no cares left for humanity. Someone called me an earth angel one time, that they saw me and they saw me glow. I'm like, okay, well, I've been told that before. I don't know if she was crazy, but it seemed like a crazy guy. It doesn't matter. What does an angel do on earth except for suffering? You know?
It's gonna kill my heart. Who gives a fuck? Probably 4 of them.
I feel him, no one gives a fuck. I think he was talking about eating something, but the simple fact is that God fills me, and I'm gonna keep reading the Bible, hearing the stories, understanding, finding passages that hit home. But for now, 1st of John 4:19 wins. Revelations 21:4, still my first, that I still don't know all the words to, but it's that promise that God speaks of. But 1 John 4:19, we love because he loved us first. It's not about finding someone at this point. It is about finding myself. And like I told my friend, another friend, just have to work and train a little harder, because I want to be a billy goat. Climb mountains and just be at peace with nature and back in Genesis. Is that so bad? Goals. Building stamina, strength, conditioning, an open mind, an open heart to receive these challenges. But that's what's left. I know I feel like I let God down every time I'm in sorrow. But what if this is all the sorrow I've pent up for years and years and years, not understanding, not knowing, not caring? And now, I just have time to myself. I gotta care. I gotta move on. On that note, because I'm located, I gotta stop. Until next time, God bless everyone. Bye.